rob this place. Sorry!
Hey there, Josh here with Mojo Plays, and today we're digging up the darkest moments in LEGO video games. For this list, we'll be looking at topics you wouldn't expect LEGO to touch on. Sometimes it's more about what the moments imply as opposed to what's shown. For example, nuclear testing. Believe it or not, these pretty plastic people have some skeletons in their closet. The following footage is not for the faint of heart, so grab a torch, cause it's about to get dark in here. Before we begin, do you have any idea how much footage we had to comb through for this video? Hours of LEGO people grunting at each other.
Huh?
So please, for my sanity, don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below on which one of these moments haunted you the most. Let's go. The Brickster's crimes.
I mean, by keeping me in jail, aren't you really trying to lock up the darker side of your own nature?
Enter the antagonist of the LEGO Island series. He commits Grand Theft Auto more than a few times, stealing police vehicles, breaking out of jail, raiding police headquarters, kidnapping, not to mention all the property damage and general terrorism. Plus, he tries to murder the young hero of the LEGO Island series. You may know him, first name Pepper, last name Roni. Brilliant! In LEGO Island Extreme Stunts, it's all played for laughs, sure, but as we'll discuss in a minute, LEGO characters do indeed die, so if the homicidal Brickster here were successful, this would be a much different storyline. This minifig is not to be trusted, and as far as LEGO villains go, he's gotta be one of the most sinister.
Hey, Mommy, you're looking particularly brickaloony today.
Padme Dies Death, the Cantina Incident. Look, there's no shortage of death in the LEGO Star Wars games. We got Jango, Qui-Gon, the entirety of Order 66, but none hit as hard as Baba here. Who the heck is Ponda Baba, you're saying aloud? He's the alien Obi-Wan kills in the cantina. Yes, they gave him a name. Yes, there are in-depth breakdown videos of his species. Yes, I watched them. Baba here was clearly having a bad day already. He's weeping in this scene, so a spilled drink was the straw to break the Ponda's back. He pulls a gun on Luke, only to die as slowly as a LEGO figure can. First he loses his arms. It takes him a moment to process this. Then Ponda's eyes go cold and distant. You can tell, at this moment, he's seeing the face of LEGO God. Finally succumbing to his fate, he decapitates himself, falling backwards, toppling over into pieces. And if you don't believe me that this is one of the most gruesome scenes in LEGO, it was enough to make a Wookiee hurl. Destroying Sokovia. Even the LEGO Avengers were destined for the Sokovia Accords. Politics and LEGO? Who knew? They blew up an entire country. They blew the heck out of it. Sure, the people were evacuated, but the homes of hundreds and some animals were destroyed in a comical explosion. It's a LEGO spin-off after all. They didn't have to obliterate the place like in the MCU. Those poor Russian minifigures will have to rebuild with whatever they were lucky enough to carry. Strike one for the LEGO Avengers. I have a sinking feeling LEGO Wanda has some trouble ahead of her if this story mirrors that of the film franchise. Poor thing.
Look again.
Live disintegration. No doubt about it, Voldemorts Death in the LEGO Harry Potter games is gnarly. At least he's a bad guy. It'd be straight up upsetting to see this happen to anybody else. This bizarre moment transitions to HD, as oddly realistic LEGO pieces fall off of Voldy here. The beady little eyes especially creep me out. For some reason, a frame from the scene could easily have originated from a creepypasta. But no, this is just how they wanted to depict it. Even worse, he's clearly alive throughout this transformation, which I can't imagine feels anything close to good. Like, if all of a sudden I was hit with a beam that made me turn into a bunch of sliced meat, I wouldn't be too happy. LEGO Neurotoxin.
Tons of skeletons in her closet. Literally, there used to be loads of stuff here. I've not seen hide a hair of them.
All I can say about this one is that it was an interesting detail to include the mass killing of employees using a lethal gas. Thanks, GLaDOS. It's a pretty terrifying concept. We don't exactly know the biology of a LEGO figure, but if they're killed in this manner, they must need oxygen, implying they have lungs. Or perhaps merely an entry point to their LEGO brain from their mouth in order for the gas to do its business. GLaDOS has some other schemes for our plastic pals too. Electrocution, incineration, straight up being shot. The inclusion of the Portal franchise means there's all sorts of LEGO torture chambers. TM. Fun. The Try.
What is he doing to them?
This is some Resident Evil stuff right here. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where they all get teleported into each other.
It all started when I was born.
Gross. This crime against nature is the merging of Metalbeard the Pirate, Robin from Batman, and Frodo the Hobbit, along with some scrap pieces of other characters. Lord Vortek is truly a wicked being for dismembering our once lovable sidekicks like this. You can imagine for yourself the potential grisly fan art that could be made if this creature was created from the actual characters and not the LEGO versions. Thankfully, our companions are rebuilt and restored, but I'd hate to live through a timeline where I was basically human centipeded into a three-headed bird thing. Now yeah, I get you can combine the LEGO toy figures together IRL, but we never expected to see it happen in-game. And to the innocent Robin, of all people too, Padme dies in childbirth. So along with suffering from internal organ damage, perishing from LEGO childbirth, TM is very much present in-game as well. You know those games of, what fictional universe would you want to live in? I'm starting to think we should steer clear of the one made entirely of bricks and death. Mother to Luke and Leia, Padme leaves 2 crying newborn children in the hands of some alien. Our droid friends are cheering nearby, though not fully realizing what's happening. At least she seems to pass quickly, though couldn't they have just made her pop into some sort of ghost-like form instead of this? At least both the kids survived, though not before clearly understanding what happened to their only parental figure. Ugh, I prefer when a stork just brings the kids in children's media. Poverty.
You look like a cop. Well, I'm not. See?
Aha, the LEGO world is not the utopia you think it is. These streets are hard, even for a LEGO figure. We don't see a ton of this specific man who's fallen on hard times, but for every mansion or island-owning figure, there are some of these people too. Though for all we know, he has a perfectly good home, and he just likes sleeping on the bench. That said, it doesn't change the fact that crime runs rampant in the LEGOverse. Have you seen all the LEGO criminal figures? They must have a poor system in place for getting folks back on their feet. Heck, a LEGO figure struggling enough will turn to gang life too. The place is practically a police state. Look no further than the LEGO City Undercover games. Cubs here do whatever they want, hijack anything they want. Plus, there's a benefit to destroying people's property. What exactly is LEGO trying to say here? Broken family. Everything is not awesome when you're being raised like LEGO Harry Potter was. LEGO men and women can still be cruel to their young children despite their usually plucky appearance. I mean, even LEGO Robin is an orphan, so LEGO Child Protective Services must stay very busy. The overall meanness of Uncle Vernon is played off as goofy, yeah, but in some ways it does open the door to exposing children to some dark stuff. Harry is never seen doing anything explicitly wrong, but is punished for it by his guardians, presumably because he's just not biologically their own. Again, it's LEGO. They could change the plot if they really wanted to, and have his guardians not be so spiteful of his existence. Raise your LEGO kids right, everybody.
Flying monkeys, giant robots, ninjas. Shall we find out what's next?
LEGO Fascism. Sure, they changed the flag, barely, and they're only known as enemies, but they're clearly depicted with blonde hair, blue eyes, and are a part of a fascist oppressive group. They are, well, you-know-who's, which implies an even darker past surrounding these little figures. Not only were they stealing relics and trying to murder LEGO people, but they've been seen testing atomic bombs. Why do LEGOs need atomic bombs? LEGO World Wars, of course. Their mere existence in LEGO Indiana Jones means the following may be canon. LEGO Pearl Harbor, LEGO Germany under fascist rule, LEGO terrorist— oh wait, we already confirmed that one. The list goes on, but at least they get some of their comeuppance on screen every time you play the game. Man oh man, if you look close enough, you never know where to expect LEGO to go next. And that's all from me. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos right here on Mojo Plays. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified on our latest videos. If you like what I do, find me online anywhere under the name ChipDroid. Enjoy your LEGOs, as dark as they may be, and game on.